Heels nil, Sports Club Villa nil, and we hope to have more better play in the next 45 minutes from both sides. And that's it from Barry 5, the first 45. And when we come back, it will be more of your 45 minutes of action. But let me take you back to Pupa House in Mengo, where the game is still locked on 0-0 between Villa and Arua Hills here in Arua. Don't go away.
Well, leaving no prisoners behind, the game is still locked 0-0 at the Barifa Stadium. Arua Hill and SC Villa have ended the first half in a 0-0 draw. A lot of chances going both ways, but maybe my two analysts will tell me what is going wrong, what is not happening for the two sides, because a lot of chances have gone to waste, but Arua Hill trying to take control of the game. What is happening, Godwin?
A lot is happening in this game. You can see Arua Hill trying and trying in the midfield, as aggressive they can be, according to Mbabazi Livingstone's way of play. They are playing well in the midfield, but again, no chances created yet. Jacob Kamwesiji, the man given that task of making sure that the strikers get some balls fed to them, little has been done by him. I don't know what he's going to do as Livingstone Mbabazi, because he needs that spark taking him forward. They are only relying on crosses and also set pieces. I saw one missed by Rashid Toha, a free kick from Gaddafi Wahab. You would have thought that he had to connect with it as the captain, leading goal scorer of Arua Hill, but he didn't do that much. And also, the attacking line is still in depth in their services. Samuel Sekamati needs those services to ensure that they get a goal. Maybe the way he's centered in that pitch is a disadvantage to him. I would have thought that in the many games that he has played as the center striker, maybe right now there needs to be a switch for him to be playing on the left side, maybe cutting in. As you see Kakandi, who is playing on the left side for SC Villa, maybe Samuel Sekamati, a left-footed player, can come from the outside on the right, just to cut in and get those shots and also through balls. But Livingstone Mbabazi needs to do something about this. For Rashid Kawawa on the left, he has been doing well, ensuring that he gets those 1-2s with Samuel Sekamate again, but nothing has come out of it. Maybe getting a few corners and also a block from the Villa defender. And Villa are doing well as a team. They are ensuring that they don't concede. You can see Chirige doing well in those crosses, and also the backline of Gift Fred and Kenneth Semakula are doing the exact instructions as they were given to them by the gaffer. Danger time, as Uchimi always refers to it, yes. They're just intact, and their way of play has not been so perfect for them. No chances created yet for Villa, but it's beating Arua Hill because they are at home and they need a goal. They needed a goal in the first few minutes, which they never did. You could see chances getting by in the first 10 minutes or so, but nothing came out of it. And right now, they're living dangerously because Villa is a team of moments. If they get a moment and kill it off, then it's game over for them. And they are Thomas Arua Hill. They need to do something about that in the second half to ensure that they get something. We need to look into the substitutes to see if Livingstone Mbabazi has something up in his sleeve to ensure that he gets the tides in his way.
Tendo, Arua Hill is thriving on long balls. Is it not working for them, or is it Villa that has managed to keep the spaces tight? Like you said, Arua Hill had that plan of keeping the spaces tight. Yeah. Now we are seeing Villa doing the same thing, and Arua Hill have opted to go for the long balls. Is that a tactic from Mbabazi today?
Yeah, Mbabazi is one of those coaches that want to benefit from the tactical naivety of their opponent. Sometimes he can cajole you into thinking a certain way, and wait to pounce because he's a player. As a player, he used to play many positions, and he was mostly creative, whether playing in the left back or right back position, whether playing in the midfield or even in the center back. We saw him playing in the center back for the Uganda Cranes. Then when he played in Ireland, he was a striker. So he knows how all positions work. But the nature of his game is depicted in his coaching style. He does not want out and out players. That is why you never see players who can actually benefit from interplay that leads to a goal scored. So most of the goals that they were scoring, even in the previous season, were because of individual brilliance of a player. And now without Alfred Leku, you see them struggling a little bit because they don't get those odd goals. And in their build-up, it's mostly counter-attack. Sports Club Villa today has not given away so much because probably they are fatigued, trekking those miles to Arua, so they are not exploding so much to the extent that you can get them on the counter. And the nature of their midfield also will not allow you space to play counter-attack. Sekaja and Serubidi are not those midfielders you'll catch in the final third, trying to conjure up opportunities unless it's a set piece. So it is only Lutalo and then the people playing in the wings, that is Kakande and Bale, who can actually go there and try to force things and support Seif Bate, which means the biggest bulk of Villa's squad is in the back. So they cannot play the counter-attack. And because Mbabazi wants to narrow the pitch, narrowing the pitch helps him utilize the disservice so far that is being given by Sekamate. Sekamate has not exploded the way Leku was, and it has displaced Ogwang. Ogwang would have been the leading striker probably, like he was at Villa, even if the chances were not coming so much at Villa. But today he's supposed to play off Sekamate, and Sekamate is that striker who will come and get involved in the interplay, which combination between Sekamate and Ogwang has not yet clicked. And the other person waiting to play on the blind side, which is Rashid Kawawa, is still coming out of that mental block. You see him, he has not exploded.
We've seen him having a couple of shots. He doesn't look that confident.
He's still thinking about that moment. You see, as a player, you get psyched by the experiences you go through. I think it was his first time seeing someone collapsing on the pitch, and worst of all, under a challenge by himself. I think he's still there trying to think, am I dreaming? Am I what?
It can take a toll on you.
Yeah, it can take a toll for some time. It's like seeing a person's leg broken on the pitch. If you are not a tough person, you might not get back so easily. So that is what is happening, and that is the opportunity they are missing on the blind side. So what they have to do is take those shots that you are seeing, but you cannot take shots to Medi Chibirige. Medi Chibirige is a beach soccer goalkeeper, always alert at all distances. Actually, the easiest way to beat him is when you get closer, because then being a beach soccer goalkeeper is more like a handball goalkeeper. They will want to choose sides where to anticipate a shot. But if you take the shot from long range, you see him easily getting them. And if they do not utilize getting closer, it is so hard to breach a goalkeeper of that stature. So that is how cagey the game is. And of course, we know Arua Hill do not have those midfielders who can get close and try to play until they enter the box. All they have to do is try to release the strikers. And today's strikers that they have are not those that will give you movement across the penalty area so that you can easily spray the passes. And they don't have the laser-guided passers in this game. So the option would have been crosses from the fullbacks. Without Atendere, they don't have that cross from the right. And Matovu is so busy trying to deal with Bate, who actually tries to use the ball. Lutalo also goes to that area. And every time Kakande tries to play, Matovu is now the pivoting center back. So he's actually distracted from that. So at the moment, it is advantage Villa, but Villa's legs are still too tired. I don't know whether in the second half they can come down and explode, or the game can stay on like this until a moment of individual brilliance can sort it. Otherwise, at the moment, every tactician can see exactly where to place their pawns.
Gordon, is it a matter of missing that explosiveness? We've seen a couple of times where Kakande has tried to link up with Lutalo and Bale on the left side. A lot of interchanging for Villa. Do you think that if they can get themselves together, they can get another chance? We saw when Lutalo had that volley, it went slightly wide, but if they can create such chances and sort of interchange, can that bring something from Magera in the second half?
I saw a chance laid up by Bate, and then Kakande took it, and also I saw a chance took by Lutalo, but it went wide. You can see their interplay is good, just to get themselves near to each other. Yes, they are free in the front. Kakande, that's Chef Bate in the center, and then on the left is Bali, and then Lutalo coming in as the attacking midfielder helping them. So the more they are near to each other, is the more they're not going to lose this ball. Kakande is good on the ball, and the moments that he has had that ball, it's been good for them. Every time he gets the ball, he tries to change momentum and switch up to where he needs to go, and they get that link-up play. That's what they need to do as Villa. Yes, they are not on home advantage, they are away, but they need to do as a collective in anything that they do. Just get the midfielder attacking Lutalo, that's Lutalo, just get him near to these players. That is Chef Bate, because Chef Bate right now he's searching for those fouls from the defenders, and he has got a few of them. So the more they do that is when they'll be going into the opponent's third half. Just if they can get those crosses in whenever Hassan Musana goes, and also Oriem goes, they need to get those crosses, because Bate, you need to feed him as a striker. Yes, he's getting this interplay, but where are you feeding him from? Not just this interplay. He scored against Wachiso, remember. So he needs that momentum going as a striker to ensure that he scores on an away. If he gets a goal right now, that will be a huge boost for Villa, to be a huge boost for himself. They will know that they have a center striker whom they are going to rely on to. But what if these other players don't score? Who is going to score else? Because Bali Charles is silent, the usual goal scorer for Villa. Seloui Ivan is centered way in the defensive midfield sector. So you need those players to take that responsibility to ensure that they get something going on for Villa. But as Tendo talked about it, 0-0 is still okay for Villa. Arua is going to come all out in the second half to ensure that they get a goal or two, but they need to cut them on the break. If they can do that as Villa, Villa is a team of moments. Then they will be able to win this game. The closing out is good. The defense is good. Goalkeeper is already alert for Villa. So to be a tight second half, but I expect a goal or two.
Tendo, the match, Peter Otai said this match has goals in it. Both strikers from both teams have been quiet in this game. What next for the second half?
Yeah, the match has goals in it, but the goals could be not to let each other get them. Because
so
from
the way off the pitch,
the more you sense the goals, the more the coaches also sense them. And the nature of the coaches we have, Livingstone Bowers will not allow that. Ibrahim Chiria will not allow that. And of course, Jackson Magera will not allow that. And that is exactly what they are doing. You don't see Charles Bale getting opportunities to fly on the wing. You don't see Kakande dribbling past two players. The first one at the second position, he gets the hurdle where he has to pass. Because what he wants to do is beat 2-3 players and try to get a shooting opportunity. He's denied that. You don't see Lutalo. You see in that moment before the Lutalo volley, Rashid Toha was close to him, even spreading his body, trying to stop him shooting. Lutalo has some energy coming in. He's coming in from the under-20 tournament, so he's more buoyed up. And I think now they are missing, both sides are missing the spark plugs of the players that could actually ignite this game. This league so far has been ignited by young players. If you follow all the games that we are seeing, it is the young players who need something to prove in the league. And both sides are missing that set. Villa is missing Travis Mutiaba, and of course, Arua Hill are missing Innocent Media. They have all been doing S4 exams. So without them, the youngest players on the team have to perform. And we've seen Kakande proving that in previous games. But they know exactly. And the same way Kawawa there is being watched so closely. So
I'll cut
the goals have to come maybe via set pieces.
Let's hope for that. Let's take you back to the second half for Arua Hill and SC Villa.